brutal or aggressive way to settle a dispute than inside the steel cage.
Not your garden variety impact on that one. Somebody's going to get hurt in this match.
Cage matches can be won by escaping the cage, pinfall, or submission.
Oh, Steve Austin's not even close to being done here. Hey, targeting the head. Hey, Mr. McMahon gets out of that one. Nice move. Wow, an amazing neck breaker. What a display of power that was. He's showing no signs of letting up.
He delivers another slam.
Much more of that, and he's not going to last long.
Watch out.
Oh, listen to this. Oh, my goodness, the impact.
This crowd going crazy for Stone Cold Steve Austin, who wants to go to WrestleMania. But first he wants to demolish, totally, physically, emotionally, Mr. McMahon.
And you're right, JR, over 19,000 people in unison cheering for Stone Cold Steve Austin. They want him to finish off McMahon completely.
Austin is enjoying this. He's enjoying his handiwork.
And here he goes.
Austin can set both feet on the floor. He wins this match.
And look at Mr. McMahon. Driven by unadulterated hatred, he's flipping off the rattlesnake.
Now,
not a wise move.
What other chairman of a major publicly traded company would do this?
Wait, Austin going back inside the cage? Mr. McMahon, you're not going to... Oh, my gosh. Austin relentless in his punishment of poor Mr. McMahon.
Austin is beating McMahon like a government mule. But McMahon is proving that he's $2 steak tough because he's got his ass whipped big time by Stone Cold Steve Austin in this steel cage match.
Oh, no, but JR, when is enough? He's going to destroy poor Mr. McMahon. And now talking smack as well.
When it comes to these two, their rivalry, they completely detest each other. Now Austin going to escape the cage, win the match.
Finally, mercifully, it will be over. Mr. McMahon won't have to absorb any more punishment.
Hey, look at McMahon.
What?
I cannot believe the double middle fingers. And Austin's not going to stand for it.
Let's face it, Vince hates Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh no, Austin's coming back to punish Mr. McMahon some more.
Will this conflict ever end? Clearly on a mission here.
If the chairman doesn't do something quick, he's going to end up being whipped like a government mule.
And that wild attack won't find a home.
Oh, out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Stone Cold Steve Austin has waited for this day, JR. And it's finally here. He's going to finish off Mr. McMahon. Here comes the stunner!
Stunner! And an earful from Austin to Mr. McMahon. My God, team.
What?
Out of the ring, through the ring is Paul White.
Paul White?
This is a massive human being.
You're right.
He's a giant.
His appendix scar is 4 feet long. Look at this guy.
He's colossal. Look at the size speed of this man.
Oh my gosh. Stone Cold Steve Austin is bitten off more than he can chew now.
And there's no disqualification inside the cage. McMahon has out-strategized Stone Cold Steve Austin by literally hiding Paul White underneath the ring. McMahon wants White, this giant, to break Austin into pieces to make sure Austin doesn't go to WrestleMania.
Oh, and he throws, look at this!
Oh my God, the cage broke. Austin
Oh, man!
Both feet touch the floor. Austin wins. Stone Cold's going to WrestleMania.
Goes on to WrestleMania. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There is no plan.
Wait a minute! My God! Paul White is here! You knew the boss had to have something up his sleeve!
Too big.
It's got to be over 7 feet tall! Austin into the cage! The cage gave way!
To fail.
Austin's down! Austin's out of the cage! I can't believe it! Stone Cold will meet The Rock at WrestleMania!
But there is always a plan B.
You see, I have this all figured out.
The goal to weaken the rattlesnake.
6 days from WrestleMania, Austin has to take on the Big Show.
Physically and psychologically.
Allow me to introduce the most electrifying champion ever. There ain't no way Stone Cold will ever beat The Rock.
But cornering a rattlesnake
Stone Cold Steve Austin has been jerked around long enough.
has consequences.
You are looking at the next champion, and that's the bottom line for Stone Cold Simpson. Fear back on the corporation! You gotta be kidding! Ready for WrestleMania? Give me a hell yeah! This crowd is deaf!
On the biggest stage in live entertainment. A final show of power
I'm gonna be the guest referee.
reaches its limit.
It's the commissioner! What? Shawn Michaels!
There is only one man who can appoint an official at WrestleMania, and that one man is the Hype Great Kid. So hit the bricks, McMahon. And the corporation is barred from ringside. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the WWE Champion, The Rock.
What an athlete. A 27-year-old prodigy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, JR, it's good to be the king, but it's got to be great to be The Rock. Well, here's gonna finally happen, JR. The Stone Cold Stunner matching up against the Rock Bottom.
Last challenger from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Every time they go one-on-one, we see an amazing confrontation. We expect nothing less here tonight.
They bring out the best and the worst in each other because once this thing gets going, these two will do absolutely anything and everything to win, to destroy each other. Look at Stone Cold.
Crowd loves Stone Cold Steve Austin, without a doubt. And there's a lot of respect. The Rock already talking trash. The Rock learned to talk that trash at the U when he played football at the University of Miami. He is a trash talker.
Oh, look at this. Stone Cold's no slouch when it comes to talking trash himself. Now The Rock blocking Stone Cold's path, and here the fight is on, JR.
It didn't take long for it to erupt, to explode, as The Rock elevates Austin over the top.
Oh, this is going to be a battle for the ages here.
Hey, we're a little close here. Already on the outside, referee trying to give both men with this amazing rivalry that exists between them back in the ring. You got to be in the ring to win the match.
The Rock taking the early advantage here. Big right hand has floored Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Rock is ragdolling Austin. He's beating him up, and he's beating him up convincingly.
Oh, blocked. And now here comes that rattlesnake.
Austin says, I'm no government mule. You're not going to beat me to death.
Look like a thumb to the eye there, JR.
No doubt, King. Good call. Thumb to the eye. Temporarily blocking Austin. And look at Austin. So it's just getting started. And his attack misses. And his attack misses.
Steve Austin making his statement as we speak.
Well, we're on the move here.
Just making his presence felt there.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
No, not again.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
Oh, look at this. Oh, watch out. Head first into those steps, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is reeling, JR.
Reeling indeed, and the Rock now.
Oh, wait, he's going to have to take a little water break, I believe.
Oh, the Rock refreshing himself, hydrating.
Oh!
He spit right at Austin's face. How insulting. Man, these two guys, what a rivalry. Has there ever been a rivalry more intense than Stone Cold and the Great One?
I'll tell you one thing, the Rock may have just raised the ire of the rattlesnake a little further than he wanted to. Spitting into the rattlesnake's face, that's something you don't do.
Rock on the Spanish announce table. Hasta luego. And I'm not sure what that means, but it could be adios for the Rock. And Austin connects. High impact that takes both men to the floor. What these two won't do to each other. It is absolutely insanity out here.
I know one thing, I wish they'd get back into the ring. Little too close for comfort out here.
Uh-oh.
That's Austin. Be careful, don't climb up on those chairs. They're not stable. Oh, whoa, look out!
Austin from the security wall thinks he's a flying Walinda and drove that pointed elbow right into the sternum of the Great One.
Be careful, JR.
Hey, that's my beverage. And it's not out.
And now.
Oh, returning the favor.
Yes,
is
he
Austin.
does.
You spit in my face, I spit in yours. And now, finally, Austin throwing the Rock back in the ring. And Austin seems to have the upper hand, at least for the moment.
The shoulders are down.
Oh, he reversed it. Look at the Rock here.
Oh, it looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin opening up a can on the Rock right now, but wait, there's